What's up, guys? My name is Matt, and in this video we are going to be making a guide for the Underbog. Underbog was usually the fourth instance that you'd run into in the Burning Crusade expansion. And let's see, let's get the Cleft Hoof out here. Looks like he's passed away, so let's get him up, get him rolling. There we go. We'll grab this last quest here. I've done Underbog a bunch. It used to be a dungeon that you could actually farm in Wrath of the Lich King for ore and herbs to a pretty fantastic effect once you're able to farm it. This place is full of ancient lichen, the sanguine hibiscus, and all three kinds of ore nodes. So anyway, Underbog. So we're going to talk about some quests that we have to have in here. The first one you have to know about is sanguine hibiscus. They're these little orange flowers that you're going to find throughout the dungeon. They are both on the mobs and on the ground. And a little trick a lot of people don't know is that if the rest of the group leaves, you can run back through the dungeon and a bunch of them will have respawned. Okay. So let's see, we got a tiny tank. Let's give him some misdirect goodness. And we'll get started on some deeps here. You guys will see that I'm doing this on my Beast Mastery Hunter, the only class that I can play with any semi-decency due to overall terribleness in the game. Okay, these are skinnable. I just picked up skinning. So this is the Sanguine Hibiscus, guys. Give it a click. You need 5 of these. If you get more, it's just more rep. So this used to be a great dungeon to farm back in Burning Crusade because not only did it give city rep, but it also gave Sporgar rep, which is one of the other reps that you had to get. And if you ran it on Heroic, you also got a bunch more goodies. So this used to be one of my favorite runs for gold and just for farming in general. I really like this dungeon. It's got some pretty neat bosses too. Try not to get too far behind with the old skinning, but you got to secure the bag whenever possible, right, guys? Okay, let's catch up. Okay, here we go. Now, you don't have to pull a lot of this extra goodness that's around here, all this stuff that's floating around, but some of it might pull because it does patrol, like this big fungal giant right here, or bog giant. Okay, we're going to head up, up, up. Okay, that one's already got taken. I missed an ore on the way up because I'm a big noob. And we're coming up on our first boss, guys, and that is Hungarfen, excuse me. Hungarfen used to be kind of tough boss on Heroic because he'd pull this big mushroom up, and the big mushroom would heal him if you didn't kill it too, so it kind of got this back and forth as to where you had to put your damage between it and Hungarfen, but on normal you usually don't have any issue with that. Here he is, the boss hog of the fungal giants. We're going to do it to it. Like I said, there's that mushroom I talked to you about, Underbog mushroom, and you used to have to burst that down. There's another one right behind me, and these would heal him. Now, generally in a normal like this, and everybody being so overpowered anymore, it really doesn't do too much. Just burst away. Somehow, my pet decided to get saucy and take a bite out of him. Okay, that's it for Hungarfen. Make sure you loot him. Okay. Heading over this way. There's a bunch of patrols flying up here. This is actually a little bit longer dungeon than it looks like. It kind of wraps around a really funny way. So you don't have to kill this bog giant. These you should probably take out just because they're patrolling. Okay. Clear off this bog giants, a couple of these, and we're going to head up to where the Naga are. It's kind of like the second act of this instance. Got another sanguine from the little dude there. Okay. Here we go. Okay, run through. Okay, grab another one of these. I think we're at 3 out of 5. Yep, we're doing good. We're almost halfway about right now, so. So this, where I'm just standing, I just remembered is not a good place to stand because these Naga are going to come patrol. Okay, up the ramp, guys. So you're going to get a mix of Naga and these broken, which are basically slaves to these Naga. And a lot of times, I think if you just kill the Naga, the slaves like run away. No, these you're going to have to kill, it looks like. Okay. I know it's that way in the slave pens. In the slave pens dungeon, it's if you kill the Naga, the slaves will all run. It's that way outside in Hellfire Peninsula too, but with the kind of like overlord dudes that have these broken. These brokens are very subjugated people, like slaves to several races. Okay, this is a patrol, so don't try to just skip this. It'll probably catch you anyway. So as you guys are clearing out this last group, you'll see this is the boss here, Ghaz'an, and he's actually coming up the ramp. So you can fight him in the water, up here, wherever he happens to be. It's all good. Let's get a better look at Ghaz'an. There we go. And with Ghaz'an, there's just a little bit of AoE poison that goes around. It doesn't really hurt very bad. Just burst down and good to go all day. Get your loots. Skin him. All right. I remember back when BC came out, this guy drops a hammer that used to have 3 sockets in it. So although it was worse damage than the other hammer I had, by the time I put 3 socket strength gems in it on my death knight, it was pretty juicy. Pretty good. So come on down here. So you just saw we went across the water, we dropped down, and now you're going to go up in this little alcove up here, and there's actually a night elf shadow melded up in here. You got to talk to this Brozif. What's up, what's up? Come on. There we go. The whole group will get credit, and that quest is done. Okay, head on down the ramp. This time don't miss the ore like last time. You big noob, Matt. So I don't forget it this time. There we go. Okay. Now, you guys check your hibiscus. I got 4 out of 5. There's one more right here. But there's a couple more throughout the instance. And like I said, you can actually run back through now that the mobs are gone and get more. So easy day all the way around. Okay, so that little stealth night elf that we talked to is one of 2 people in here that we have to talk to. And this one's going to be behind this next boss that's up here right before the last boss. And this one's actually pretty funny. What this is there's a hunter up here. It's like a broken race hunter. And he has tamed himself a pet bear. What he thinks is a bear. It's actually a druid. So the druid is super embarrassed. It's a Tauren druid. Should have went night elf. That he's become the bear pet for this dude. And I got neutral with Sporgar in 1 run. So that's great. Clear this last pack before the boss. I think I'm going to save my coolies for the boss. Okay, here's our boss hog. Usually there's a patrol that comes... Okay, so don't even sweat the bear dude because that's actually a druid. It's not his bear pet, even though he thinks it is. Beast, obey me. Okay, so he's going to trap you and I think aim shot you if I can remember correctly. Oh, you can human racial out of that. I don't think you're supposed to be able to because I don't think that's a stun, but maybe it actually is a stun the way it's set up and coded. So, okay. I'm going to go over here. I told you guys that patrol was coming, and now it is in our face. So, kill the Swamplord. That's the first and most important thing. While you're at it, sneakily grab the Sanguine Hibiscus that's behind him. So you're done with that quest. Do some DPS to Claw before he realizes it is not fun being a fake hunter pet. And he's going to go back and say, I feel silly. So that looks like it happens at 20%. He goes back and says, this is uber embarrassing. Talk to him. Rest of your quest is done. Loot the boss. Okay. If you are short sanguine, buck your group. Get ahead of them a minute. Watch out for this homie. And run over to this corner. In this corner will be one more sanguine plant. Boop boopy doop. Right here. Get your loot on, okay, and you're set. One more sanguine right there if you need it. Grab it, grab it. Gotta have it. Okay. And we're through to the last boss. That is the Black Stalker. The Black Stalker is a giant marsh walker. There he is. He's a beauty. Okay. Here we go. If you're deeply in need, you'll see over in the corners one more Sanguine Hibiscus you guys can grab. Burst him down, make it happen with the captain. Almost done. Make sure you loot him. He's got the big brain on him that you've got to get. Boom, brain of the Black Stalker. If you need the sanguine, grab it. I'll leave it for somebody else because I don't need it. I got my quest done. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to turn in. Can't beat that. Down here, drop down. The sanguine turn is actually repeatable. So you can get that Sporgar rep up if you need it. Just under 20 minutes at 1943 to do this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed my guide to the Underbog. If you guys did, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to reach and help as many people as I can with dungeon guides, and hit the little bell icon from the little corner there, and that'll let you know when the next video comes out. Thank you guys for spending the time with me. This has been Matt from Light in the Darkness, signing out.